guys, Sherilyn here with Makeup University. Thanks for watching today. This video is going to be how to choose the right tool for your foundation finish. Okay, so I have a full face of foundation on and I am wearing the Essence Soft Touch Mousse. Can you see that? Lighting doesn't really, there, I think you can get a glimpse. Okay, anyhow, I'm gonna show you on my arm, and because this is good clean skin, and the deal is whether you use a clean fingers or a beauty blender or a brush, the foundation will look different in texture and finish depending on the tool you use. So if you've got good clean canvas, it's important to put moisture on first. Just get that skin ready. If you are looking for a very matte look, I would use my oil control. And if I just want a nice dewy look, which I tend to wear dewy most days, then I would put on, this one is Essential C Day Moisture. I would just put something more hydrating on. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put a dollop. Can you see that right there? This video really needed to have a model. Okay, but we got this arm here. So I've got that on, and then the next thing is, you guys, when you put on a primer of any sort, it too can change the way the foundation finish looks. So you have to ask yourself, do I want a matte, semi-matte, dewy, glowy? What kind of finish do I want? So I'm gonna put a little dollop of primer on the skin. And I am going to start by showing you my drugstore brand, and that is, I have two different formulations from Essence Cosmetics. I have the Essence Pure Nude, and I have the Soft Touch Mousse, which is what I'm wearing all over my face. And it is very, see if you can tell that, it is very matte and very full coverage. So let's work with this because it's this neat spongy thing on the inside, and it's not gonna spill or fall out. The first look we're gonna do right here is I'm just gonna do a finger. I've got a clean finger. I'm gonna run it through the edge of the product. You can see it right there. Now I'm just gonna put a stripe. You see that? And it'll look just a little bit different when you put it on your face and you see it in a whole, this big canvas versus a little stripe. I so encourage you one day when you have time to just play with your makeup, play with doing a side with the brush and a side with the sponge, and then an area with just your fingers. So the next thing is I've got a foundation brush, this one. I'm loving, there are so many different shapes and styles of foundation brushes. This is a Real Techniques, this is an It Cosmetics, this is Derma Blend. So this foundation brush is used, I use this one when I'm doing a lot of tattoo coverage for it's flat and pointy. I do have the big Morphe round one and I love it. I just find it's hard to clean because it's so densely packed. So note to self, buy another. Let's get started with, I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna dip it into my pot of foundation, and I'm just picking up a little bit of product. And then I'm going to make that next stripe. Can you see it right there? Can you see that? And then blend it down. The idea is when you use that brush, it really gets into every nook and cranny that you have. One side, put the product on, the next side I am going to blend that in, and you can see there's a little bit of a difference there. Imagine that on your whole face. Let's go to the ever popular beauty blender, and that is, you get this super wet, and I encourage you to have a couple of these, and there's all kinds of different brands you can get. This one, I would not put the product directly on it because the sponge absorbs it. So I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna pick up some of the Essence Mousse Foundation. I'm gonna dab it on my skin right there. And now I'm going to go in with that beauty blender and in a stipple motion, not in a wiping motion, press it into the skin. So vote if we should do this video again and do it with a model. I think that would work better, but my son would not sit for this video. He's like, no way, Mom. You painted me blue once. I'm not doing it again. It's true. I painted in blue. And then, okay, can you see that? Can you see the three different, how it's one product, one foundation product, but finger, brush, beauty blender, sponge, there's three different textures and three different looks. So for me to get the super full coverage matte foundation, I had a good clean canvas, and then I picked up that product with the brush and I spread it all over, and then I actually patted it down with my blender, giving me this full look. Now, something else to think about when you're looking, we're always thinking about what is our final face gonna look like. I'm a big Makeup Forever fan, and I have two products here. I have the liquid foundation and I have the cream stick foundation. And the thing is with these is the cream gives more full coverage than the liquid, but in this cray-cray world of so much super duper contouring, you can actually work with the full face of liquid and then go in and contour and have it look really fleshy and do a better blend if you go in and do it with the cream foundation. So it's kind of like saying you gotta buy two, but that's up to you and how you want your foundation to finish out. So you guys, let's just take one more quick look, and I'm gonna have to switch over. There's not a lot of skin left on this arm because of my tattoos. I'm gonna get this one filled in this summer. Woo! Okay, what I wanted to show with you in the Essence Pure Nude Makeup is that this is a liquid, and we're gonna show, can you see that? We're gonna show what this one looks like using a brush, and I'm just putting a little bit on there. I'm gonna go into this pale area of skin and just begin to, this gives a very sheer coverage look. It's a no makeup look, but when you put it on with that brush, you can get a little bit more of, look at that. It's hard to see, sorry about that, because the shade is light. It just gives you a more finished foundation look, and now I'm gonna do it with the finger. See, I'm just putting a little bit on there. I'm going in right there on this side and that last patch of skin that's left. And now when I blend it in with my finger, you can see it just virtually disappears. So the whole point of this video was just to share with you that there is, like the saying says, more ways to skin a cat. There are more ways to put your foundation on, and given the tools that you choose to use, you can get a different look, and you can create so many more looks by having the right tools. I think when it comes to guys and their tools, and you're like, wow, that's like the 4th different rinse you have, that goes the same for us. We could have 4 different types of foundation brushes, 2 different types of foundation sponges, not even thinking about how many types of brushes we have when it comes to our makeup. So I just want to tie this whole video together with the thought that for my beginners in beauty and beginners in makeup, no matter what age you are, because the beginner could be in her late years or beginner could be in her early years. The point is, invest in your tools. Before you start investing in product, I would invest in the tools, because the right tool can make any type of product do more than it would if you just had that little tiny spongy thing that comes in shadows. I hate those, I throw them out. Okay, you guys, before this gets long, I want to say thank you so much for watching. These products will be in the description below. Please give the video a thumbs up, comment, and a like, and thank you so much for watching. Hey, I'm Cheryl Lynn. This is Makeup University, and remember, you look really gorgeous today.